What's up, guys? Luke
and Chris back again with another Gaming Week in Review podcast,
where we talk about the things that have interested us in the world of video games each and every week.
Now, before we get started, be sure to tap the like button, tap subscribe, and turn on that bell. It lets you know when we're making a YouTube video, and when we upload it. It doesn't let you know when we're making one, but definitely when we upload.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes. Sometimes that's the asterisk. Sometimes it works.
It works. And sometimes it doesn't. But with that being dragged on for far too long, let's get right into it.
I love it. It gets so wacky.
It gives me whatever.
What's up, guys? Back again, and we've been gone for a little while. Where were we?
I was here.
Yeah, he was here. I was gone. I had some personal stuff going on with my family, and I had to go and take care of that. And take a little bit of time to mourn and do all that stuff, but we're back now.
Yes, we are.
Yep, and we're gonna just keep going as if we didn't miss a beat, even though we missed like 3 months.
Yeah, missed a couple beats.
Yeah, we missed
quite a few beats.
4 or 5 beats.
If this was Guitar Hero, we would have been booed off the stage with how many beats we missed.
Yep. But with that being said, now it's time for the wake-up call. And I'm a little rusty here. Give me just a second. Where is the wake-up call? Wake-up call, wake-up call, wake-up call.
Right there.
Wake-up call. And what?
It was there for a second, then it went away.
It was there. And then it went bye-bye, and now it's there again.
This game is called Wrecked. It's a fun indie game. Kind of brings back the rush. Oh, I haven't seen this trailer.
Dude, this game is sick.
This is so cute.
It's so good. It's so good.
So it kind of brings back that feeling of playing with Hot Wheels with tech deck ramps is what it reminds me of. Especially when I would take my fingers and use them like tech decks, and this game clearly understands that. There's lots of fun levels, fun cars to unlock with lots of fun references too.
Yeah.
It's just fun. I keep using that word. There's a skateboard in the game.
Yeah.
You already know I've been using that ever since I unlocked it.
No, this game is Tony Hawk and Rocket League had a baby. And it was an indie baby that was born, in another country. But it was a baby all the same.
Yeah.
And I played. We actually played it last week.
Yeah, we played it when our original plan didn't work out. And I mean, I didn't know that there were all these party mode games. We'll have to play it sometime, like for real, and play multiplayer.
I'd like to play a 4-player match with them. Oh yeah, I just want to see what that's even like. But yeah, it's a super fun game. A game that you can just vibe out to and play for hours, just trying new tricks and stuff. Like, we were trying to figure out how to manual.
He was like, "Oh, it's not possible. You can't do it." Yeah, and I've got it down to a science now.
Yeah.
Both
oh my gosh.
Wheelies and side manuals, also known as coconut slides and skateboarding.
Dude,
I've got dark slides. I've got tray flips, the rotation. I've got hard flips and invert flips. It's really fun. The only thing I wish you could kind of do is like have a really long arm come out and do grabs or something.
Dude, you were doing like nose grind. Like he was doing all
I was doing like
all
pivot
the skateboard
540 and stuff.
Yeah, with a car.
I can even manual, and then it's kind of like Skate 3 because you can tilt your axis back and then push up. Yeah. And you can kickflip out of a manual. Yeah. It's super fun. Yeah. I love the game.
I found a Rocket League soccer ball, and
he made it his mission to get that ball.
I
wish you guys could have seen it. It was great.
That's the type of game that it is, though. There's a bunch of different little like missions and stuff. They just like give out points like candy. They want you to unlock stuff. They want to keep your retention, so you're constantly doing things.
It's so much fun, man.
It's a really fun game. So go and check it out, guys. That is this week's wake up call. And these are games that we feel were slept on and deserve to be recognized.
100% that game deserves to be recognized.
It really does. So
moving on.
With that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next, and we have for our first news piece of the day, Call of Duty Warzone Mobile has officially been announced ahead of a full reveal next week. This is just a small little teaser.
Wait,
and
what?
Yeah.
I thought Warzone Mobile was already a thing. Or maybe it's just Call of Duty Online Mobile?
Well, this is a pretty recent
Yeah, no, 2022.
Thing. Yeah.
I could have sworn. I'm looking.
This video is like really recent.
Yeah.
So like they've had PUBG Mobile, we've had Fortnite Mobile, and we're not like the biggest of online, gamers. Actually we're like very not very much so not online gamers.
Yeah.
But I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, so Call of Duty Mobile was already like a PvP team-based, like classic Call of Duty.
Yeah.
This is Warzone. I get it now. I'm not.
It's Call of Duty Battle Royale on your phone. That's kind of cool. That's like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
We're freaking the Twilight zone right now, but
it's weird that a smartphone can run games better than most laptops.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, that's cool that they were able to cram this thing in. Hopefully, it's good on launch for those of you that play mobile games.
Yeah. Well, at the Disney Direct
and play Call of Duty.
Disney and Marvel did like a Direct recently, and I think we'll get into that later a little bit. But one of the games that was announced was an online MMO set in the world from Avatar, not like The Last Airbender, but like the blue people.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, dude, this looks sick."
Yeah.
It had a cinematic trailer.
Oh yeah.
And then they dropped the gameplay, and it was like coming to smartphones, and everyone was like, "Oh God,
what? Oh, my heart, smartphones."
I know.
But I mean, it's cool. I think it's like a technical feat. That's what made me interested in this.
Yeah.
Am I gonna play this? Absolutely not.
When I was a kid, though, all I really had was my iPod, and like, cause nothing else seemed to work. And I put a ton of hours into Modern Combat as a kid. Modern Combat
dude!
so
Modern Combat was
so
sick.
now instead of having alternatives
Galaxy
to
S4.
the triple, you played Modern Combat
on my Galaxy S4.
Anyone else played that?
And I was a super nerd about it too because I like rooted my phone because that was a thing back then.
Yeah.
And I connected a DualShock 3 to it. And I played Modern Combat with my DualShock 3 and still got wrecked.
I was actually really high in the leaderboards and I played on an iPad as a kid.
You probably destroyed me.
It was fun. I mean,
I thought it was cool. It was when mobile gaming was still kind of like mystifying and like it was still kind of a new thing.
Nova, like dude, those
Asphalt.
GameLoft games. Asphalt. I have Asphalt on my Switch and my Vita.
Is it Asphalt 300 or 400?
We're on like 10. I think 10's coming out pretty soon. But Asphalt switched up how they do things, and now it's all pay to win. Originally, it was like here's your gas.
Mighty have fallen.
And if you want to play instantly and not have to wait, which the waiting was cool because it got me to go outside.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to wait, you can pay money, and then you can play. Nowadays, it's like, bro, you want to beat the first level where you're racing a Dodge Challenger with a Mini Cooper?
Yeah.
Buy a Dodge Challenger.
Yeah. Literally pay the full retail price for a Dodge Challenger and you can play. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of those games have kind of lost that mysticalness up to them, and they just kind of
they had the little banner on them and it would say light when it was a demo. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss those days of mobile gaming.
And
Hambo, Cut the Rope.
I played this game on my S4 a lot too. Is like a Fast and the Furious like drag racing game.
Yeah.
I played that game a lot. It was like there was like no depth to it at all.
Fancy Pants, man.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
There were some good ones.
Line Rider?
Yeah. Yeah, there were some good ones.
I tried to go into my purchase too, and you can't get them anymore. They're all out of date.
They're all gone.
It's so sad.
Dude, that sucks, dude. But, you know, pretty cool. We think it's cool, and we think if you're into Call of Duty and you maybe don't have a console or something, and you don't have the ability to do it.
It's much more accessible.
Yeah, it makes the game more accessible. It can't be a bad thing. So go and download it on your phone and play
Highway
it.
too, that's a good one.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so many good ones.
I'm just reminiscing about old crap.
They're all coming back now.
iPhone games.
He's feeling very, very, very nostalgic.
The Room. I play a lot of like puzzle games.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude.
Okay, next game is.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sorry.
What is this?
Apologize for the technical difficulties.
Game World. GSC.
Stalker 2.
This is Stalker,
yeah. So this is Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, and I know you're excited, but I have to kind of crap on your parade.
What? Why?
Well, hold on. Let me pause this. So there's this thing in the world of video games where big announcements get made, people get excited, and then
like me.
Yeah, right now, and then you know the big bad corporation says it's not coming out yet.
What do you mean?
Well, it's been delayed. So that
Delayed,
in short,
what?
it's been delayed. Yeah.
Delayed is what? It's coming out a few days later or something?
No.
They gave us a new announcement date for the release, right? That's
The refunding pre-orders.
No! We've waited like 13 years for this game! Ah!
Well, you're gonna wait longer.
I guess.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day where the Half-Life sequel comes out before Stalker.
Stalker! Yeah, Stalker 2 looks really, really fun. It's a type of first-person shooter that I think I'd give the light of day.
Yeah,
and I don't give many the light of day.
Now, granted, we did kind of get a sequel to Stalker a long time ago.
Yeah.
Metro.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Metro.
Yep.
Metro's
yeah.
based off of a book.
Yeah.
You know that?
No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Metro's based off a book. All of them are, and I mean, that's why they all have such good stories. Is because they were just a story originally.
So it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with it. It was just kind of like filling that void.
In the blank of like.
Yeah.
It's like between Skate 3 and Skate Remake, Skater XL just kind of filled in that blank for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they didn't update it, and I'm pretty sure Easy Day just took off with all our money and didn't do anything to the game.
Yep, probably.
So.
Yeah, they're
Thanks.
driving around in Ferraris and they're good.
It was a $20 game. They're driving around in Fiats.
Yeah, probably.
But
they paid for it with your money.
in full.
Yeah. No financing. Yeah, so basically Microsoft has reportedly started refunding players who pre-ordered Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl because the game's release window is now become uncertain. They're not exactly sure when it's going to release.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, so it's one of those. It could be a long time. It could be 6 months. It could
Just
be
like
a
the
year.
KOTOR remake.
But it's long enough that they're like, probably should give the money back for now until we figure things out. Which, you know, a delayed game is bad for a while.
At least they're giving people their money back.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on a Kickstarter.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. So I mean, you know, it's a bummer, but at the same time, Stalker 2, we want it to be good,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, take time to make it good.
I love Chernobyl.
If I see a single microtransaction, I will do unspeakable things to the development team.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We're gonna be very upset. So
Not
just
Stalker.
don't do it, and you'll be good. Moving on, we got the next little piece we got to talk about is Last of Us Part 1. Just had a remake released, and I had a chance to play it. I'm gonna kind of take the lead on this because Chris has probably all of 5 minutes logged into the game.
Hey, credit where credit's due. I played
Okay.
for 15 seconds.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair.
15 minutes is probably what I'm...
Okay.
I played the opening scene of the game. I was
Yeah.
like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And then it dropped me into this situation of like, craft something. And I was like, no, back, get out. So take the floor, please. I'll just hang
It's
out
not
here.
nearly as... Yeah.
Yeah, you just do your thing.
Yeah, so anyways, Last of Us Remake came out, and it's more of a remaster than a remake. Get over here.
I was just in the background.
It's more of a remaster than a remake. It's basically the exact same game. Exactly the same, but just with a new engine. So they took every single
Part 2
cutscene.
engine,
I think is Unreal 4 or 10
It'd be
or
5.
something. It's
It's
Unreal
5.
14, okay?
Okay.
All right.
New Unreal.
The new Unreal, and it looks beautiful. Like it looks like Last of Us Part 2, and that's cool. And I understand it. I just don't know exactly why. That's my biggest question is why.
I think it's just because they called the second one Part 2 and they didn't call the first one Part 1. They were just like, guys, we gotta fix
We
this.
have to fix this because there's a
they're over
title
here,
crisis.
Like, putting their games on their shelf, and they're just like, I can't put Part 1 next to because Part 2 is a PS5 game, Part 1's a PS3, and I can use the remaster, but that's in PS4, so like...
And then yeah.
And it's like, give me Neil.
Yeah. Where's Neil?
Where's Druckmann?
Yeah.
Druckmann, I need a favor.
I need you to
Remember
get
the
Troy,
Christmas party in
Amanda,
Barstow?
and the gang.
Yeah, I have footage of that, so you better make a remix so that I can do this. The Christmas party in Barstow.
Okay, remember?
I'll release the footage.
I will release it.
All right, I don't know where this bit's going. Next story.
Incredibly incriminating, yeah. Yeah, anyways, I just want to talk about it for a second. I beat it.
How long is it?
For me, this last time, maybe 20 hours. 15,
20 hours?
Yeah, 15, 20 hours. I mean, I don't beat games really fast, but I'm playing it. I'm playing through it again just because it's The Last of Us. I love that game. I can play it 100 times on the hardest difficulty I've ever played it on. It's good. If you haven't played The Last of Us yet, or if you're a big fan of it, pick it up. But I definitely wait for a sale.
If you've been waiting,
I paid $70 to play the same game. With like a shiny coat of paint.
Dude, Naughty Dog is not an indie company.
It's not a remake. It's a remaster. That's what it is.
It's an engine swap.
It's an engine move. Yeah,
Same
it's
car.
like they didn't do anything new, which kind of bummed me out, but you know, it was beautiful. So, anyways,
there you go.
I just want to kind of save you guys if you're like, man, it'd be cool if there was new content. Well, there is no new content. Everything is exactly the same.
There's a... Oh, wait, no. I did see something that was like, oh, they added Jak and Daxter stuff to it.
Wait for it to get a greatest hits.
And then everyone in the comments was like, no, that was in the original.
Yeah.
You just didn't discover it.
Yeah, you just didn't know it was in the original, yeah. So that's what you're getting here is a reskin cash grab, which Naughty Dog is kind of getting there, dipping their toes into that little area a little bit.
Do you have anything talking about King and Cap?
What is that?
The World War II Captain America Black Panther game?
Oh yeah, if you
have a story for that?
Sure. You.
I was just gonna drop it real quick.
So next news piece. I didn't know about it.
On the other side of things, as far as Naughty Dog goes, one of their other lead directors, the person in charge of Uncharted, is they're gonna make a Captain America and Black Panther duo game set in the World War, in this like super futuristic World War. And that is looking like it. I mean, already it's a concept that I'm like, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm just cautiously optimistic because of Avengers. Avengers was such a letdown.
No, that was Square Enix. Nothing to do with this.
I know, but it's just like when I see the Avengers, I think
I look at the development team. I look at the development team.
I'm sure it has a chance.
Because when I saw Avengers, I was like, yes. And then I saw Square Enix, I was like, oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I saw
I
saw, you know, this new Captain America game from the people that brought Uncharted. And I'm like,
yes.
Action pieces happening in the background while you're running from something. I'll take it every time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Plus, we need a new Captain America game.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
Since the 3DS.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
360.
And that game actually is really fun.
It is really fun. That's why it's a ton of money now.
I remember you showing it to me.
Yeah.
I still remember playing that game. I played it for like 30 minutes, and I still remember it. So moving on, Last of Us. You know, wait for a sale. Wait for a sale.
What would you say
Marvel,
a good price would be?
What?
What would you say a good price would be? Like, what would be a price on sale that you pick it up?
$20. It's a
$20?
Yeah, it's a 20. Like, that's where I would be like,
right.
All right, snag it. Otherwise, just play remaster. Just play Last of Us remaster.
It's upscaled on the PS5.
It's upscaled and it's beautiful. I don't think that it's like needs a refresh.
Did they change Ellie's character model to look less like Elliot Page?
So we're not moving on. When Resident Evil 2 Remake came out, that was a masterpiece. That was a remake.
Yes.
Resident Evil 3 Remake was not quite as good, but still really
same
good.
Engine though, like same.
Oh yeah, it was
too.
And it was fantastic. It was just a little short, right?
4, I'm excited for.
4.
I love Resident Evil 4.
Sure, 4, okay, but once you start getting into PS3 graphics, it's not that old yet. Wait another generation or two before you do remake on that title, because it's not enough of a jump where I'm like, yes, $70.
PS3 to PS4 and stuff.
Even though I just beat the remaster and it's like, you know, it's definitely better, but not that much better.
Well, you know they did like director's cuts too, Where it was like, they called it Director's Cut, where it's like,
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5.
Director's cut.
It's like, is that a remaster of a game that came out less than a year ago? Nah, it's a Director's Cut.
It's a Director's Cut.
It's a totally different thing.
We like put in 3 more cloak cosmetic items.
And
that
if
you
you
can
pre-order
wear.
it, we'll give you a, like one of those hand slapper things that catches stuff and brings it back to you.
One of those cheesy ass
themed.
like quarter machine things.
We got it from Wahoo's. We paid $0.25 ourselves.
Sorry, there's a little bit of lint on it. There you go.
No, I did have a question. Before we move on, I had a question.
Yeah.
Did they make the character look less like the actor that they totally...
No, she looks exactly the same. They look exactly the same.
This was your chance. You were in so much hot water and you're just doing it again.
They just...
To make Ellie her own, like, person.
She looked exactly as I remember her looking. Joel looked exactly the same.
Just
Tess
like
looks
an actor
the same.
who at the time was Ellie Page. That was her name. And
Yeah.
then they named the character Ellie.
Yeah.
And they expected, oh, what's this cease and desist about?
Oh, yeah.
That's like having somebody that looks just like Michael Jackson, naming him Michael, and being surprised when
you get a
fine. Like,
yeah. I actually didn't know all that happened.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
She does kind of look like Ellie Page, though.
Absolutely.
The more I think about it, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a weird.
In the sequel,
move.
they made her look like her more own person, but as a kid, she looked just like the child actor side of Ellie Page.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I love the game. I'm gonna go beat it again. And it's totally not because I spent $70 on this freaking thing. But
When you beat that game, are you beating a dead horse?
Not really. I just really love playing through it. I want to beat it on a harder difficulty. Now, I've gone into like the crazy place where us gamers go sometimes, where it's like we get massively obsessed with a game, even though we've
It's
beaten it.
It's not that dramatic. It's your favorite game.
Yeah, I know, but it's
How
like
many
it's
times-
a crazy it's crazy to me to be playing that game so many times.
How many times have you beaten that game?
8.
I've beaten Pro Skater 2 100%, over 100 times.
As I said,
You're not that obsessed.
crazy.
It's your favorite game.
There's
I
the
am
example.
insane. You are entering my front yard.
Yeah, I'm going into your realm
You're
now.
not in my house yet. Okay.
No, I'm understanding it.
I got you.
Because there are
Yeah, he said to
people-
me one time, he was like, how do you play Super Metroid like
Yeah.
every day? And I'm just like, I just love it.
Yeah, I just
I
love
prefer
it.
to be in that world than in this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. It's a place where you find comfort and
Yep.
solace. It becomes less and less about the the original experience, and it's just more about it's your comfort place.
Yes. That's a great way of putting it.
It's your go-to game.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. So that's what it's become for me, which is cool and I'm excited about. But if you're like on the fence, you're not sure if you should get the game yet, wait for a sale. Just do yourself a favor and wait for a sale. I should have waited for a sale.
I'm waiting for a sale because I've actually never played it in its entirety, and I think I'm a little more prepared to do so. I might play it once it goes on sale. I might try to finish Last of Us.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely that is the definitive edition. But moving on. Cyberpunk news. We got a new gen update called Phantom Liberty update coming for the current gen consoles. It's
being PS5, Series X, and PC.
Yep, and it's Cyberpunk. Yep. We're here again after how many years now? This game came out in like
2016?
No,
it was later than that.
It's like 2020.
When did Cyberpunk release?
2019.
2019.
So we're going on 4 years later now, and we're still getting updates. We're still like doing this stuff, but every time I hear about it, the game still sucks. Like the game is it's still buggy. It's still a mess. Like I'm glad that they keep doing it, and I think there is a small fan base that's lingering there. But like, are there people still playing this game?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and there's actually an anime on Netflix, and that's bringing content from that anime to this game. Okay. I don't know. I don't think it's the bugs that killed Cyberpunk. I think the story sucks.
Okay.
It's like
that makes me want to play it even less.
Laughably simple. Like a game where your choices matter.
Yeah.
No, they don't. I'll start out as a suit, get fired, now I'm a criminal. But, okay, I'll start out as a criminal, get killed, now I'm a criminal. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start out as a gangster, get killed, now I'm a criminal. And that's not like the end of the game is the same. I can forgive that.
Yeah.
It's like you get 30 minutes of a cutscene that you're like, oh, this is sweet. I'd love to be playing this and learning about the character as we go. And then when that cutscene's over, it's like, blank slate.
Really?
Nothing.
Ugh.
I was really excited for Cyberpunk because I was like, it's got punk in the title.
Yeah.
But I was just ready. Oh, by the way,
It looks cool. Like
Cyberpunk, the meaning of it is like you like taking something that is not aesthetically pleasing and making it serve as a function. It's basically a Rube Goldberg machine to do something simple, like take a gun and add a laser to it. You like duct tape a laser shooter.
Yeah.
It's not everyone is a punk rocker, so everyone needs a crazy hairdo. That's my biggest gripe with Cyberpunk. Is like
everyone has a crazy
when
ass
everyone
haircut.
is special, no one will be. Syndrome from Incredibles said it first.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. So if you guys are into Cyberpunk, I don't even know why we're talking about this.
You're not into Cyberpunk.
If you guys are into Cyberpunk, new gen update, Phantom Liberty, and there are people. I actually have a friend that was talking about playing it the other night.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I'm gonna need therapy.
I was gonna say we should get him help.
Yeah, he probably needs more help than me.
We could get him into
I'm okay.
Single player conversion.
He's jacked
therapy.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got problems. Anyways, moving on. Cyberpunk.
Putting Cyberpunk in his Xbox, he's just like, wait.
Oh, hello.
Wait.
Hi.
Ah. Hello, everybody.
Oh, we got a special guest.
Yes.
This is Vince Zampilla.
Zampilla, yes.
Yeah, Zampilla. I mean, we all know, all here, you co-founded Infinity Ward. That's
yes.
pretty cool.
I also started Respawn Entertainment.
Yeah.
Giving you such classics as Titanfall 2,
Yes. Yeah.
This is such a good opportunity to be working with EA for once.
I mean, thank you so much for just joining us today. Like,
yeah, of course.
I mean, I'm so honored.
I did it for the exposure because I really needed 7 more people at most in my following.
Yeah, you got that exactly. You got seven whole viewers. That's who watches our YouTube channel. So, just tell me a little bit about this new. You got a new contract with EA.
I'm very excited to work with EA and actually turn Battlefield with a D, Battlefield, into Battlefield with a T.
Oh, cool.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I am.
And we're all just happy to hear about that.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, actually, okay. Let's be real for a minute.
Okay. I'll take it away.
This guy,
the joke's off.
He's good.
Joke's off. Okay.
No, that wasn't even a joke on purpose. That just happened.
No, it was.
Oh, you?
Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know that was coming.
You timed that perfectly. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, I was like,
I wasn't sitting here for reference. I was working, so he did that all by himself.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this guy. Like, do I fill the whole screen with a picture of this guy that no one knows? I was like, oh, screw it. I'll just have Chris be him.
But anyways, so this dude is a great storyteller. He wrote the story for Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
And he also wrote Jedi Fallen Order,
Titanfall 2, like spend a little time on that. That's like
so fun.
So many people love that game.
When is the last time?
I need to play that freaking game.
Oh, dude. When is the last time you played a campaign of a first-person shooter that had boss battles?
Oh my gosh.
Modern day AAA title with boss battles.
I can't think of anything.
Exactly. Titanfall 2 has boss battles.
When is the last time?
Titanfall 2.
Pretty
much.
That
was the last one that had boss battles.
Yeah.
Before that, maybe the Resistance games.
Did Crysis have boss battle? Not really.
No, Crysis was like Far Cry.
It's like wards of enemies, yeah.
It had like, okay, you beat this area, now go to this area, and it's a little harder. But it wasn't like, this boss has a pattern that you can memorize and absolutely pulverize them with. That's what a boss is to me. A harder enemy, it just makes it like a MOBA or something. You're
yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's not as cool.
I died. I better go farm and waste my time and eat Cheetos. I don't know.
I'm thinking about Gun. I think Gun's the last. Like,
Yeah.
but that's not a first-person shooter.
No, it's not.
They got rid of that. They don't do boss battles anymore. Like,
Yeah.
this tank that you gotta fight against, or like Call
or
of Duty.
the connection between you and your mech. There's such a good connection between him and B12. Guys, go play Titanfall 2.
Yeah. I need to play that game.
Battlefield and EA as a whole released a statement saying that they're going to take single-player campaign more seriously.
Oh,
like,
good.
it's going to be their focus
for
the new Battlefield game.
I think they learned that single player still works with that Jedi Fallen Order.
Yep.
I mean, like, I love that. I want to replay that game. That game's great. I want to, that was an awesome single player EA game.
It was.
They
and
can
even though
do it.
Technically like a Souls-like with the UI and the way
but it was
battling
it
worked.
wasn't a grindy game. Like, you could go
could
in
just
there
go
with
through
enough
and play
skill
it.
and play it.
I did 3 playthroughs of the game. One of the 100%. I found everything. That's what I usually try to do.
Yeah.
My second run was a speed run. I just tried to like make, I don't know, mess with things that aren't normally messed with. I was practicing tactics, and then I did the no damage run, which took I think 3 weeks to like fully do, because I'd be like, oh, dude, that final boss too. I was like, oh, I'm almost there. Wait, is that a hit? No, that was a hit. I have to start over.
Oh my god!
But I did it.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, and if you did that in 3 weeks, it's not a Souls. I mean, technically, I compare
played
it
it on the
to
hardest
Tomb Raider.
difficulty, and that's like 2-hit kill.
It's more like Tomb Raider than Souls.
Yeah, except
you're
for the way that
progressively
lock
going
on and lock off works. That's definitely straight from the Souls games.
Yeah, fair, but like,
saying it's a Souls-like is like calling Call of Duty a ripoff of
Halo.
No, they work differently. I'm thinking of
Medal of Honor.
Yeah. It's like calling Call of Duty a ripoff of Medal of Honor just because it's a first-person shooter with a similar control scheme.
Yeah. And based in World War II, and
What game isn't?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyways,
so
we're excited.
Vince Zampilla, he is going to be writing for 2042 Battlefield campaign, which is
They're sticking
wacky.
with it. They're sticking with it.
Yeah, that's wacky though. Like that they would like be just now hiring someone to write a campaign.
I think their multiplayer thing
game.
is well, they weren't planning on like really doing a good campaign for it. It was mainly going to be carried by the multiplayer, which they thought was going to take off, but it sucked. And now
they're like, oh crap, we're stuck here with this terrible game.
You guys remember Bad Company 2? Yeah?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're gonna pull on those feelers a
remember
little
Battlefield 3, huh?
bit.
Remember that a little bit?
Yeah. Come over with us.
Come over here, kid. Let me show you something.
It's yeah.
2042's awesome campaign, hopefully.
Yeah,
I actually prefer Battlefield. I always have to Call of Duty. I always loved the DICE engine and the Frostbite. As a kid, I always thought the colors were cooler. It made it feel more like a war.
Yeah.
I think Call of Duty was like a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then Spec Ops: The Line just makes you sad.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yeah. So we're excited. Vince Zampilla, right? Zampilla?
Zampilla or Zampilla?
I think it's
Zampella. His name, I think I spelled it wrong. It's Zampella.
Okay. Vince Zampella.
He completely changed regions just now.
Hopefully he can resurrect 2042.
Oh, please. And work on their new project.
Or give him like new projects and give it a campaign so it actually has a reason to be played when like Sony moves on and like the servers shut down.
I don't know why more games
It's not one of those games that just goes in the bin.
Yeah.
You know.
It's in our bin.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brand new copy.
We have a bin and
it's
labeled free. Or no, is it?
No,
it's a $5
$5
bin.
bin.
Yeah, it's a $5 bin. It's probably not worth that, but
it's worth a little more. Because it's new.
Yeah, that's true.
That plastic is expensive.
But no one's gonna buy it. All right.
The irony of this image.
Don't you love this? Don't you love it? Just
1440p resolution in 360p. It doesn't get better and more ironic than this, ladies and gentlemen. But please, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, so small little update, guys. PS5 finally getting 1440p support, which is good because there's a lot of people that have 1440p monitors that couldn't utilize it at all.
Yeah.
360p for the 1440p.
I just think it's funny, the image.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
this does not like. I've got a Sony TV from 2010.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
anytime soon. It
doesn't matter for you, but there are a lot of people, like myself including.
My TV.
If you play on a gaming monitor, you care about this.
Yep.
If you don't, you probably don't care. I care about it. I like the best resolution, the best frame rate, and refresh rate and stuff. But I know there's a lot of people that do care, so if you have a 1440p monitor, you can now utilize it with PS5, which was a weird misnomer. Like, why would you not have 1440p
They didn't have chips available, man.
It wasn't a chip thing. It was just a stupid Sony thing. It was a Sony stubbornness thing. It wasn't a chip thing.
Anytime I mention it, you're like, the chips! Man. I don't know, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I did. No, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what the It works.
Cool.
Right? I think.
Well, you didn't finish it.
Yeah. Yeah, I never finish it because I'm scared that it doesn't work. But, yeah, so if you guys have a 1440p monitor, go and check that out with your PS5 now. You can get a little better resolution on your UI and most of your games. And with that being said, it's time for Limited Run News! I like our energy today.
Yeah.
We're
bouncing.
We're back!
It's because we did a bunch of...
lots of Coke.
Lots of He's holding up a Coke can if you guys can't see, but...
So much Coke.
I was going to say snorted lines of Coke, but I was like, that's a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
Oh! It's on the nose.
No, we did do I did a lot of Coke
He did
before
Coke.
this.
I did water.
This is steadily becoming an adult's podcast. Hopefully,
kids are...
Well, actually, because, yeah, it's one of those... It's like a Shrek joke. Anyways, moving on. Limited Run News. So we got River City Girls 2. This is a retro-style beat-em-up. You probably have heard of River City Ransom on the NES.
Cool.
This is a pretty cool game. A lot like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World sort of thing.
This is a little quicker paced. It's more focused on platforming and climbing and stuff. Scott Pilgrim is a bare bones... The proof is in the combat with Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
It's very in depth and you can upgrade. This looks like more like I would say Battletoads combat.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Battletoads.
Well, sort of like there's a part in here where
they're climbing.
You can play. Well, like I just saw it, and you're in co-op. And like one player can hold the enemy down, and then the other player can beat the absolute out of the enemy.
I love that.
Which is kind of cool. It's coming up here.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna look for it.
The gameplay mechanics sort of does kind of like a Battletoads sort of feel to it. Just like they're flying through the air. There's all sorts of different combos.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? Like that's
cool.
That's a cool way you can team up on an enemy and beat the ever loving crap out of them. So looks really fun. This one has a boatload of releases, and a new platform is releasing for this. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. New platform. So we got a PS5, a PS4, a Switch, and a Xbox version. It's that one. Okay. Xbox version, and we have a standard, a classic edition. The standard edition is obviously game case, original, all that stuff. Classic edition is a NES style, box, outer box sleeve.
Yeah.
That one's $64.99. Standard is $39.99, and the Ultimate Edition is $99.99.
That's what we're looking at here.
It comes, that's what we're looking at here. Comes with a bunch of stuff. Comes with a physical copy of the game. 2 digital download code to go with it, so you don't have to open the game. That's kind of a nice touch. Retro style box, Ultimate Edition collector's box, 2-disc official soundtrack, a group Polaroid, which
looks
cute. Yeah, it looks pretty fun, pretty cute, pretty anime. A reversible poster, sticker pack, Bee-Boo plush, and I really love this Vampire Puncher 2 retro cart keychain.
It's probably like a mention inside of
inside of the game.
Like how Scott Pilgrim has the Sex Bob-ombs as a band.
Right.
You see their artwork and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, so really cool. Press pass, a Skullmageddon coupon, and Ken's Boss emblem enamel pin. So a lot of fun stuff for $100. Not a bad way to spend. Yeah, not a bad deal. Not a bad way to spend that money.
They're doing better on their pricing, I think. They're getting more value.
They're kind of figuring it out a little.
Yeah.
Kind of figuring it out.
Maybe they hired someone who's like, who knows that stuff.
I think just like everyone kind of got consumed by the whole inflation thing. And it's like, pricing must be ridiculous, you know? And it's becoming it's slowing down a little bit with that. It's still kind of high with a lot of stuff, but it's slowing down a little bit. So that's a really cool thing. Check it out. Next game.
Cool.
Bubbo Escape. This is a Game Boy Color game. And do you notice anything about this game?
I haven't seen any gameplay yet. This sure as heck isn't on a Game Boy Color. Okay, here's the Game Boy Color footage.
Nope.
No?
I don't think so. There's the Game Boy Color.
That's Game Boy Color.
This is on a Game Boy Color, and the oxymoron is this isn't a Game Boy game. This is a Game Boy Color game, but it's in black and white. Yeah.
Which I think they're doing for the better processing or whatever it is that makes Game Boy games
different.
I think it's a higher bit rate. I'm not 100% sure. Now
the funny thing is this is a 1-bit action puzzle adventure game. So it's a 1-bit game.
Okay.
So it doesn't. I don't think it needs the better processing.
Then why is it on a Game Boy Color game?
I don't know. It just kind of locks out Game Boy, which, to be fair, you know, most people would play this game on a Game Boy Advance probably, but just why?
You're assuming most people would play this game.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe. If they were
like
gonna play
black
the game.
cartridge, that is slick.
Yeah, it is pretty sharp, but it could have been a regular Game Boy game in a black cartridge. Anyways, it's a this is a limited runs and Gabaco Games collaboration. Help Bubbo escape using his bubble blowing power to battle his way through 40 levels and find out who's behind it all. It's kind of like a Bubble Bobble sort of thing, you know, one of those retro style
right
arcade
down to the
games.
name.
Retro style arcade. That's how I would describe it.
And just to reiterate, this is a Game Boy Color game.
Yeah, Game Boy Color game
with no
Can't
color.
play it on the original Game Boy games, but it has no color. Yeah. So it's just kind of it's ironic.
Does it say that you can't play it?
It's like my 360p photo of 1440p on PS5.
So, do we have proof that it doesn't work, or? Because it could be a Game Boy cartridge, but the plastic they had available, they had a bunch of like color molds. Because look, that can be used for anything.
No, it couldn't. Want to know why?
Why is that?
The notch. It's missing the notch. That's how you tell.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's how they keep you locked out.
Dude.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this game won't be able to be played on a DMG or Pocket, but.
Lame.
There's not a ton of people that are really sour about that. First of all, it's a new game on an old console. Probably niche there.
I heard there were riots. I don't know exactly what they were about, but let's not rule.
We'll see.
Let's not rule out Bubbo.
Yeah,
all right.
Bubbo looks like an okay game. If you're a collector of Game Boy games, I think that's kind of cool. I like the box art too. It's the Game Boy Color box art. I know a way that you can play it on
a Game Boy original. Arg, matey.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yep. That's definitely a way you can do it too. Next game.
This game looks beautiful.
This one looks kind of cool. It's called The Wanderer. It's called, gosh dang it, I can't talk today.
You're good.
The Wanderer, Frankenstein's Creature, and this is a kind of a visual novel action game. Rediscover a pop culture icon through 18 paintings in a point-and-click narrative game. Your actions will shape the end of your story. Choose carefully. Landscapes evolving according to the creature's emotions. A unique atmosphere thanks to staggering soundtrack. So that's their description for the game on their website, I think. And or no, I think it was a Google search.
Okay.
Because this doesn't tell us much, and I never heard of it, so I just kind of threw that down.
I think it's just Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but like,
I mean,
it
looks really cute. It's like a really cute.
You pop it in, you listen to it, you play it a little bit.
Yep.
The thing is like, I don't like how they called him a pop culture icon.
Yeah, rediscover
it just boils him down to like
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Frankenstein is a beautiful story about like differences in people and what it really means to be human. And like, just to call it a pop culture icon, it's a little irky.
Yeah, it's a little like degrading, huh?
Although it could just be a stupid synopsis. This game looks beautiful. I'm definitely gonna buy it and play it, once I have a little bit of money saved up, because
well, guess what? It's cheap.
How much is it?
$34.99.
That was a great segue, Luke.
And it's a PS4 only release.
What?
Yeah.
Why is this not on the Switch? I wanted to curl up with a good Switch on low brightness, and why do I have to play this on my big stupid TV?
I don't know.
This could easily run on a Switch.
But this game's stupid. Also includes a CD. So
I love this game. This is beautiful.
That's pretty badass. Like a CD and the game. Is that really right?
Yeah.
I'll have to double check on that, because that seems like that's a really fair deal.
It is. I wonder if maybe just this version's coming out on the PS4, and maybe it's available to play.
It might be. Yeah, it might be on Switch. It may have came out earlier on Switch too.
It is. Okay, yeah.
That's a possibility.
Go back to it real quick.
Yeah.
Play as the creature, a wanderer without memory or past, virgin spirit, completely fabricated body, forged the identity of this artifact. Okay, that was just a bad synopsis. These guys know the story.
Yeah,
I was worried about that.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenstein's founding.
Then it says wander in the shoes of a pop icon. Is Frankenstein's monster a pop
icon?
Do I go to Hot Topic and get Frankenstein shirts?
No, it's just Dr. Frankenstein. It's not the Frankenstein monster. It's Dr. Frankenstein.
No.
Yeah.
The creature is not Frankenstein.
Yeah, the creature is Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, the pop icon is Dr. Frankenstein?
Dr. Frankenstein,
of which
the
no
one
that
that
has
made
any idea what he looks like, that pop icon?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. I'm pissed. No.
Moving on.
So yeah, this one looks kind of cool though. I think. Yeah.
Wait,
I'd like
Alex
to play
Burnett did the soundtrack for this. That's
Is this on Switch? Let's find out if this is on Switch, because this. This game
I can't check, because if I take my Switch off the dock, it'll mess everything up. We're Googling, baby.
No. You can. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. It's
The Wanderer.
The Wanderer.
Switch.
The Wanderer.
Yeah, it is on. No, it's not.
That's not it.
Frankenstein's creature dash Nintendo.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, it is there.
It is there.
Yep.
Okay.
Nintendo.com.
I will be playing this on my OLED.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I really wanted. It was
it's
like,
only 15.
This game looks beautiful. It's $16. I have enough points to buy that.
It's only it's only $16.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out.
Tonight,
and if you really like it, you can buy the physical copy for cheap too. So it's just wins.
You can get the digital.
We're taking W's today.
Plus the physical with the soundtrack for less than you can get The Last of Us for the third time.
Yes. Hey.
Sorry.
I know what I would do.
More like The Last of Us.
Yep. Less money.
Less value. No, more money.
Yeah,
less
more
value.
Money. Yeah. Yep. So that's gonna do it for us. I think we're done. If you guys got value out of this podcast, or you just want to say, hey, thanks, Luke and Chris, for bringing this thing back. I was wondering where it was. And a big thank you to everyone that was like, hey, where's it at? And you know, people visiting us in the store. And then even, I think I had a commenter or two on previous videos saying like, hey, when are you guys coming back? So we're back, and we're happy to be back.
And it'll always be me and him too.
Yeah.
Because somebody did ask while he was gone if I was going to do the show by myself. I laughed in their face.
Yeah, I don't think I could do the show without you
I couldn't do this without you.
I don't think I would.
No.
Yeah.
Just why?
It's bromance.
Bromance,
it's just
man.
a thing. But yeah, guys, hit a like down below. Let us know.
I'm sorry,
that
you what with that like button?
Hit.
Tap. Be respectful.
Touch. Yes.
Of the like button.
Phone! Okay.
Guess I wasn't holding it. Oh, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep. And comment down below. Let us know what you think. What do you think about these limited run games? We're going to check them out. What about Chernobyl? Were you thinking about picking up Chernobyl 2? And are you a little bit disappointed because Microsoft's about to refund your money? And are you disappointed about Last of Us Remake? Let us know in the comments down below, along with the other stuff we talked about tonight. And with that,
are you gonna play Rex?
Oh yeah.
Go play Rex. It's cheap.
Yeah, go play Rex.
If you don't, I'll find you.
Yep, he will. I've seen him. He does it. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Luke
and Chris
signing out, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless.
Peace out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing this now.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, it was good.